Hey, my name is PolishLynx, and after a while, finally moving to Sunrider Academy. Yeah, that's right. After completing first Sunrider and Liberation Day, we finally moved to Academy, and it's been waiting for a while, to be honest, in my library. I think it's been over half a year for sure. So, yeah, let's start. No time to wait here. Captain Kayto Shields gripped his arm, raised, and the ancient Ruvian lord spoke.
It is over for you, pathetic people. Your kind shall be born to share with us.
I don't think so.
What can your pathetic result do against the full might of the Holy Empire? Now meet your fate!
4 more cruisers dropped from warp, joining the already sizable enemy fleet. Laser beams tore through the hull as the cruisers opened fire. Shields may have appeared confident earlier, but he knew he was running out of options. The commander nearly lost her balance in the carnage. She gripped the handrail, while shouting the core was about to go critical. He was getting tired of always hearing that. Couldn't she ever say something else? What could he do? Fire the vanguard again, but he didn't have enough command points for that. The Seraphim's awakening had worn off, and would be missile massacred the following turn. Both quantum torpedoes had been shot down by flak, and the paladin was already out.
Farewell, Captain!
Bad ends. You have been defeated. Well, that was fast. So, yeah. Okay. But it's not the end. And once again, we have the poster from Homeworld. Pretty good game. It's free, and by Love in Space as well. I threw up my hands in exasperation. What a stupid game that I completed already. Well, not really completed with the crow thing, because we haven't fought that guy. But you know.
No! You're playing that game again!
This level's got to be bugged. There's seriously no way that they could have intended to have 4 cruisers show up on the 8th turn. Maybe we should go to the developer's website and make a post about it.
No! You spent all of winter vacation doing nothing but playing games!
But
at this rate you might end up like one of those unemployed people. The new term's going to start tomorrow, and you haven't even got your uniform out yet. What am I going to do with you, Kayto?
I crossed my arms. I wasn't about to get handpicked by my own sister. Work hard, play hard. That's what I always say.
How is that so? Then, are you finally going to get a girlfriend this year?
Girlfriend?
You always play so taking games on the holo, don't you?
Of course. Something like getting a girlfriend is easy.
Oh, really now? Then good luck, Kayto. And remember, if you flake out like you did last year, your little sister's going to be highly disappointed in you.
That was only my 2nd year. Everyone knows that real relationships don't start until the 3rd year.
Really?
Really?
Whatever. Just try out your best, okay? And remember, disappointed sister.
Murray left the room, grinning ear to ear. As soon as she left, I began to regret my words. Girlfriend, huh? I opened my closet and got my uniform out. Tomorrow, I will return to being a student at Sunrider Academy. Located at the heart of Sierra City, Sunrider Academy is an experimental educational facility which gathers the brightest young minds from across the planet. Whoa. Flattering yourself, don't you? Just being accepted was considered a great achievement. Honestly, I was surprised I got accepted. Even if I was mostly average, I guess I have one thing. Oh. Choices! Okay, what should I go with? Alright, so the first choice is the important choice, probably. Well, maybe not really. So, athletic, intellectual, charismatic, good karma, well-rounded, or wealthy hair. Athletic, fitness, intelligence, charisma, stress, money. Okay, intellectual. But less homework per week, that's something nice. Okay, charismatic. Good karma. Well-rounded. Or wealthy hair. No, that's not. I'm not wealthy, so no. If I were wealthy, that would be great, but I'm not. Well-rounded. I guess that would be fine. Good karma. I wouldn't say I have a lot of luck. If I had a lot of luck, I would be winning in lotteries already, so no. Charismatic. Definitely don't think I am. Maybe a bit, but it's like in these last second situations, then I can get charismatic, but intellectual. Well, I got 1 degree, but I don't think that really gives me any real reason to go with the intelligence. You don't really need to be very intelligent to get a degree, let's face it. There are a lot of stupid people getting degrees. Athletic? I wouldn't say so. Well, maybe a bit, as I played football a lot, and I trained for a long time, and I still run a lot. Could run more, but still. But let's go with well-rounded, I think. I think this will be just fine. So yeah, well-rounded. Select. I hang up my uniform and put my school supplies into my bag. That should do it. Probably. This story takes place on Syrah, an advanced world in the galaxy's neutral rim. Syrah has a different orbit and revolution speed compared to our Earth, and thus has a unique calendar system. A day on Syrah lasts only 10 hours. What? Wow. That's not much. To go into detail, every hour contains 100 minutes. So, 1000 minutes, huh? 1000 minutes. Not too much. And each minute contains 100 seconds. So the days are still shorter, even if it's 10 hours. However, you need not remember this to play Sunrider Academy. Okay, but I will probably remember now. Kayto can perform 1 activity each hour. Okay, so 1 activity each hour means 10 activities a day, right? Further, he must sleep 4 hours a day. Okay, so 6... Wait, what? 4 hours a day, that is 400 minutes, right? 400 minutes, that's 6 hours. A bit over 6 hours. So yeah. Isn't this a lot? No, I'm not the one speaking. I'm actually a very sleepy person, so yeah. I sleep much more even than that. I mean, the minimum for me is 8 hours, or I'm terrible sleepy. Okay, Kayto can perform 1 activity each hour, further he must sleep 4 hours a day. So 6 activities a day. The duration of week, month and year differ as well. Each week on Syrah contains 10 days. I love it. The 5th, 9th and 10th days are break days and all other days are work days. 5th, 9th and 10th. Okay, do I need to remember this? Okay, I think it's fine. It's open bracket, open bracket, open bracket. Okay, so it's in the calendar. Okay. Or the others were work days. So we have 7 work days. That's well fine with me. A month contains 5 weeks. 5 weeks. There are 10 months in a year. Okay, so 5 weeks, 10. God damn it. Calculator quickly, because I'm too lazy to calculate myself. So we have 10 months, each month has 5 weeks, and each week has 10 days. That makes a year 500 days long. Nice! This may seem confusing at first, however simply remember that there are 10 hours in a day, 10 days in a week, 5 days in a month, 5 weeks in a month, and 10 months in a year. If you just remember that, then you should be good to go! Your holo contains essential information, including a calendar. You can open your calendar to see special occasions and holidays. Managing your time effectively is the key to success. You have exactly until the graduation ceremony on the 10th month to make the most of your year. Okay. Have fun and do your best to impress your sister. Okay, Ava, here I come, because you are my favorites from what we have here. Yeah, I have to ask the question, but where the hell is Ikari? They should replace that little girl that I don't like, known as Shigara, and put Ikari in the game. But that's just my opinion. Never mind. Yeah, I might be really annoying, by the way, about Chigara, because I don't like her, and well, I act a bit like a dick towards her. Well, not really a bit, completely like that. But okay, I will try to suppress my emotions and somehow will get through it. Because I also want to actually complete that route because achievement. But for now, okay, the end of the year was still far away. Plenty of time to figure things out, I suppose. I took a shower and got into bed. Despite my vacation ending, I felt optimistic about the coming year. Who knew what adventures awaited this year? My school life was about to begin. Intro. In another universe, his life changed completely. I like the music. And I woke up the next day to the sunshine. Give me a second. Okay, actually I have to take a look at the menu. Alright. Holo. Stats. Okay, so I have all my stats. Character stats. Oh. What? What did I just do? Ah, okay. Okay, let's fit it nicely here. I think it's perfect right now. Okay. So stats look like that, as you've seen before. 0 prestige, no goal. Not good. Okay, items. I have no items, which is terrible, I guess. Club reports. I don't know what's this about. Events. Okay, so we have first day of school today. And here we have club recruitment festival. Okay, there is something about clubs. Kendo tournaments, winter festival, swim meet, and exam. Oh shit, exams! Oh my god! Well, never mind. Let's continue. I woke up the next day to the sunshine. The first day of school, huh? Well, might as well try my best. Maybe. After breakfast, I left the apartment and found Ava, that beauty, awaiting outside. Yo! Okay. There is no voiceover, and that will be definitely something different from what's from the last games, because in the last games I played Princess Watts and Chushingura, which are still ongoing on the channel as they are in the middle of uploading actually, and rendering and so on. There was voiceover for all the characters except for MC, main character, well, and well, that's not really the problem, because I'm pumped for this game as well, so, you know, I love Sunrider. Okay, Ava looked reluctantly at me as if I was not worthy of her gaze. Yeah. It took you long enough? Come on, let's go before we're late. It's still an hour until class. Did you forget? I have to get to school early to deliver the opening ceremony speech. Of course I didn't forget. I'm just not a busybody like you. This is my childhood friend, Ava Crescentia. My favorite thing about her is her smile. Too bad that in all my years of being her friendly neighbor, I have never seen it. Oh shit, that was good. That was pretty good. Okay, I need to screenshot this. I've never what's there to say about her? She's a high-performing individual with some empathy issues. She is way too critical about everything, and the only enjoyment she gets out of life seems to be mentally outmaneuvering lesser minds. Namely, myself. You idiot. See what I mean? Despite that, I, Kayto Shields, have been her loyal friend since we were young enough to bath together in the same tub. I understand you, man. You lucky bastard. Not to confirm or deny that any such cliché event ever occurred in our lives. So, that did occur, right, Kayto? Just between me and you. Between man and man. It did occur, right? I would not want to suggest any kind of special relationship exists between us, because it clearly did not. But our goal is, so make it true. Because, yes. We walk through the city on the way to class. Hey, Kayto! Yeah? How does the duty of the student council is to the student body sound for an opener? What's up with that overly predictable statement? I'm sure it's fine. The old geezers in charge of our schools don't want anything original in the speech anyways. Every year it's always the same thing. I wouldn't worry about it. You're being lazy, and the new team hasn't even started yet. New team, of course. New term hasn't even started yet. Look, Kayto! Every year, the student council does nothing but fill out the same paperwork, approve the same events, and make the same speeches. This is our chance to bring change. We are members of the Sunrider Academy Student Council. We have to leave our marks on our school's history. Oh, there she goes again. Whereas my life was merely to be a humble student, others are compelled to question the human condition. They think through thoughts like, I must rise above the common rabble. What will they remember of me when I'm gone? What of my legacy? Often these thoughts lead individuals to join the student council and become campus leaders. And then the next thing you know, they get enamored to such notions, so they decide to pursue careers in management or politics. And before you know it, people call them stuff like president, chairman, and captain. It's as if their names disappeared and get replaced with titles. Well, let me just say that I have absolutely no desire for any of that. But we know how it was in the other universe. By the way, I see the commercial of the game again. Over here. And I'm not sure, but maybe over here too there is something. This is some soundtrack, I guess, for some game. Prince of Ruvia, out in Solar Heart. Now we can actually have a look around the city, which is freaking great, and I love that idea actually. It's okay. Music shop, I guess, some clothes, electronics. Sasuga. I think I know that name from somewhere. Alright, and enough looking around. I have joined the student council, not out of any sense of civic duty or for any desire for prestige, but simply to lobby against our old-styled uniforms. Seriously, what vestige of the old imperial system forced us to wear these ridiculous clothes? Always too hot during the summer, and always too cold during the winter. I hear the school on the other side of town upgraded to thermal-weave uniforms 5 years ago. Some schools even permit holowear now. Holowear? Clearly there must be some kind of pork preventing us from upgrading our uniforms. Perhaps one of the school officials is close friends with the manager of a wool farm. I walk to school, conjuring in my mind multiple disgusting conspiracies keeping us from the holowear uniforms. Before I knew it, we had arrived! Alright, we'll just make sure you stand up straight behind me while I'm delivering the speech. No problem, I can manage that much, probably. Ava eyed me. What is it? She inspected my uniform, obviously displeased. You should have ironed your uniform. Oh my god, I hear that so many times about clothes. From family, actually. But you know, I kind of don't get the point of, you know, for example, in my family at least, some people iron the clothes after well, getting them from the washing machine and drying and so on, right? And then put them in the closet to the other day, get them to wear them and iron them again. I mean, what's the point of doing that 2 times? Or am I just weird about this? Well, maybe a bit. I have weird stuff in my mind as well, so you know. This is why we need holowear. Ava begrudgingly grabbed onto my tie and straightened it. She dusted off my uniform and tried to smooth out the wrinkles. I can't believe you call yourself the vice president looking like this. Excuse me, press, but this appearance is merely my strategy to appeal to the common student. Idiot! Phew. Well, this is the best I can do. Just stay out of the light, okay? Alright. I stood behind Ava as she delivered the opening address, doing my absolute best not to yawn. But there was no one around, so who cares? Being in front of the entire student body, but As we can see, there is none. I was suddenly filled with the sinking dread that I had left my fly unzipped. No. Ava would have zipped the damn thing up herself during the inspection if I had forgotten such a pivotal detail.
Hope we can all work together to create a better...
But what if she forgot to check? She's a girl after all, so the experience of leaving the fly unzipped would be totally alien for her. Maybe I should check just in case? No, Ava said not to make a fool out of myself in front of the entire student body.
The student council will always be there to listen.
I nervously scratched my forehead. What a long-winded speech.
With that, on behalf of the entire faculty and staff, I welcome you to Sunrider Academy!
Okay, the audience politely applauded. Phew, it's over at last. I withdrew with Ava, thoroughly relieved to be off the stage. As soon as the opening ceremony was over, it was time for our morning classes. Really? Does it work like that in other countries? Because, oh, it's the second hour already. Because in Poland, at least in my schools, it didn't work like that. It was, first day was the opening ceremony and go home, assholes! We still want vacations. We might be teachers, but we want to continue the holiday for this one day. Well, not that we might, of course. It was better to go home as well. Since Ava was a 4th year now, she went upstairs while I was on the 3rd floor with the rest of the 3rd years. What? She's older, but holy crap, I lost her already. Yeah. Surprisingly, like 1-2 years older is better than younger, maybe, probably, at least in the games. Wait, there was an odd-looking teacher introduced himself as Mr. Gray and began our class. Oh no! Oh no! Him? Okay, I got some points. Intelligence and something. Intelligence and stress. Oh great! My stress raised. I'm so happy about that. Okay, it's lunchtime. Mr. Gray. Oh man, I don't like that guy already. He's the second person I don't like in Sunrider. Where should I eat? I wonder. Whoa. It's not such a big academy. Okay, it's actually big. So we have huge gym. My junior high school had an amazing gym, to be honest. Less places for the crowd, or maybe not less places. It was like 1, 2, 3 rows, but there was also 3 rows on what? 3? 1, 2. No, 4 rows on the one side and 4 rows on the other side. Swimming pool. Oh, we were supposed to have a swimming pool, but okay, I was in junior high from 2006 to 2009, I think. Something like that, or maybe, yeah, 2006. 6 to 7 to 7 to 8. Yeah, 2006 2009, and there was no swimming pool, and it's now 2016 and there is still no swimming pool. Okay, never mind that. In here we have cinema. Well, that's probably the place we had the opening ceremony, and classes around here. Got it. 3 floors, 4 floors. Okay, so there are a lot of classes, I guess. Cafeteria. I would love to have a cafeteria, but junior high school, junior high school, no cafeteria at all. Only some cheap shop, which wasn't any good, to be honest. And yeah, courtyard. No courtyard in both too! Great, right. It sucked as hell. Only in primary school and I had a courtyard and I will basically spend the whole time of my breaks there. But for now, let's go to cafeteria actually because I'm a bit hungry. Let's eat lunch. Class time again. Intelligence raised. Stress raised. It's the 5th hour already, my goodness. Now that classes were over, it was time for the student council's first meeting. I guess we'll finish the day for the episode. Look here, Kayto, they just want to. Ava opened a file called Club Reports on her holo and flipped through page after page of forms. Some of these clubs have not submitted dues or membership reports for years. I knew the previous president was this, but I never imagined it could be this bad. I could feel my eyes glazing over as I looked through the paperwork. I threw my hands up. Is it really a big deal? As long as people are having fun, aren't the clubs fulfilling their purpose? Ava stared at me incredulously. Never mind, I never said anything. We have to get the clubs into order before anything else. I may appoint you as the club manager. Kayto, so that's what that club thing is about there. So basically, club manager. Wait, do we have only 3 clubs in this school? Still better than in my schools, because we never had any clubs. Yeah, we never had any clubs. I mean, only I remember in primary school there was like a newspaper thing, and I was actually part of it in the last year. Could you believe it? The lazy PolishLynx was there actually, and I was pretty good at it because I was a freaking fast writer when it comes to keyboard. I was actually surprisingly I was the best at it at primary school, and there were times where I had to actually rewrite whole freaking school newspaper by myself because others sucked at it. But never mind that. There was also, I think, something like that in junior high, but I never joined. Well, I should have maybe, but whatever. And I don't know about high school. In high school I didn't really care about anything that was going on, to be honest. I didn't like my high school much, so I like people, but not high school itself somehow. Okay, go to the problem clubs and get their issues resolved, got it? Club manager. I got slapped with a title already. You can't just have a cross guard. Or you could just help me fill out this equipment use forms. A terrifying stack of paperwork sat beside Ava. Okay, I'll go figure out what's wrong. Good. I looked through the club reports on my holo. It seemed like there were 3 problem clubs. Oh, okay, so there are only 3 problem clubs. There are more actually, but the problem clubs belong to me here. Got it. I'll take care of them, of course. It seemed like there are the kendo. I like kendo clubs. I like kendo. I like girls that practice kendo actually. I never saw one or anything, but you know, I'm talking in terms of games and anime and manga. I always like the kendo girls. Science. Well, it depends, okay? In this game I'm pretty sure I know who will be in science, so I don't like that club and that girl. And swim clubs. Well, oh, in junior high we had the possibility to go to swimming actually pool, but but I didn't go. But I can't swim, so you know, and never really cared to teach myself that. Continue. Looks like I'll be managing the 3 of them. You can see club report on your holo. Yeah, I know about that. I've been there. Member count 0. Readiness 0. Morale 0. God damn it, not good. It doesn't look good. Why did I click it? Each club has 3 stats. Member count refers to the number of members in the club, because that wasn't obvious. Readiness refers to the current ability of the club to perform their activities. Okay. And morale refers to the happiness of the club's members. Well, that was kind of obvious, too. Clubs require readiness to win competitions and bring prestige to the school. Okay. However, gaining readiness drains morale. If the club's morale is too low, then its performance will be negatively affected. Oh shit. Having more members multiplies the club's readiness. However, chances to recruit new members do not come often. Managing each club's stats is the key to being a successful club manager. Do your best. Well, I played Football Manager, so I might be able to pull this off. Let's say I had some experience, okay? Well, let's check out the Kendo Club first. That's where I would go, actually. I entered the Kendo Dojo and saw a girl just about to leave. Hi! Are you in the Kendo Club? I'm the new club manager at the student council. Ah! She eyed me suspiciously as if I was somehow already the bad guy. I'm here to talk about the dues for your club. The Imperial Tax Collector has arrived! What? Say what? She bolted? What the? Well, I was firmly opposed to the notion of running a random girl. Now I instinctively gave chase. Of course. Hey, wait! She ran the courtyard. For crying. I'm from the student council. Your club hasn't paid any dues for the last 3 years. La 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 la! Don't know what you're talking about! She picked up a watering hose from the garden and pointed it at me. Aim up flying my balls! So I'm firing my lasers, okay. I narrowly leaped out of the way and took cover behind a tree. She laughed as she soaked the tree with water. That's improper use of school equipment. Fortunately, the water lost pressure and the stream limped down into a trickle. I've got her now. You've got a lot to answer for. Yee! I marched towards her. She backed herself into the tree. I got her now. Now, isn't it time you explained what happened to the dues? Not yet! As I gave the tree a kick. How do we know her name already? Never mind. Fly, my children! Eh? What the heck? I looked up and saw a horde of pissed off birds sitting on the branches. They all glared at me as if I had just ate their young. What the? Suddenly the world was involved in flapping wings and feathers as the birds attacked me. Eh! Killed by the birds. Bad ends. I fucking love this game. And so, I, Kayto Shields, became the first to fall in the line of duty. It's freaking hilarious, really. Whoever knew that being on the student council could be a matter of life or death. Are you alright? My senses returned to me. Maybe I overdid it a bit? A bit? You nearly turned me into a birdfoot. Sorry. Oh? The girl picked a feather off from my head and held it in front of me. It's Pretty! Pretty, my... what? Okay. That's right, when she's excited, she's talking weirdly. Pretty, my ass! I crossed my arms. I'm Kayto Shields from the student council. The president says that you've been behind on your dues. The dues, you ask? Let's see, altogether I think you owe the school 600 credits. 600 credits? Is that a lot? I mean... I have 10, so yeah, that's a lot, I guess. You could buy a nuclear warhead for that amount. No, you couldn't, you moron. In what kind of universe would a weapon of mass destruction be that cheap? Well...
well, the truth is...
The girl suddenly prostrated herself before me and held up her credit chip.
I'm sorry, I can only offer 10 credits.
Okay, so I will offer 10 too, because I liked Asaga always as well, and she's a really cheerful person, and that's basically why I love her too. And yeah, I will help her. So we have 20. 10 credits. This isn't a due.
Nope, it's a bribe, Mr. Manager.
What do you think? This is oranges and you can just bribe your way through everything?
I apologize.
I sighed. So, what happened to the dues?
I honestly do not know, Mr. Manager.
You are the captain of the Tender Club, aren't you?
That I am, Mr. Manager.
Why are you calling me Mr. Manager all the time? So isn't your responsibility to gather dues from the members and send it to the student council?
That is, Mr. Manager. But the truth is, people come and go so quickly, and well, asking for money upfront makes the first years reluctant to join. I'm sorry, I have no idea whether we've been bothered to collect dues the past 3 years.
How can you even operate a club without dues? So, I guess nothing's going to be resolved, huh?
Are we going to get disbanded, Mr. Manager?
She eyed me with huge puppy eyes. Whatever. I've been put in charge by the president to put the problem clubs back into order. So I guess I can manage the Kendo Club until you've paid off the back dues.
Does this mean you're giving us another chance?
I shrugged. That's what I'm here to do, I suppose.
Alright! Don't worry about things, Mr. Manager. I put the Kendo Club back to working order in no time at all. You'll see.
What a sudden change in motion.
I'm Asaga Okran, the captain of the Kendo Club. Nice to meet ya.
She shook my hand over vigorously. Likewise. As I said, I'm Kayto Shields, the new vice president of the student council.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Manager.
My name has been replaced with a title already. Shit. And it's been only about 40 minutes. Well, 5 hours over there. I got Asaga's contact info and her club times onto my holo. Okay, let's have a look then! Not here, items not here, clubs. How do I check this? How do I check? Month 10, start of vacation and graduation. Oh. What? What? Wait, how does this week... But this is wrongly said. Day 7, day 2. Never mind. Holy 9 months would be busy. 8th. Especially the last week. Right. This would be important. The recruitment, the Kendo tournament, interfestival, swim meet, and an exam. Oh my goodness, there is an exam each month? Finals? Holy crap! Ava's birthday! That's good. I need to remember about this very need to remember about this. I need to have a look into the calendar a lot of times. Finals again! Oh my god, we never had such thing as finals. Well, you could consider the finals as the last exam of the school, but... You know, it was like each month we had some exam. Starting tomorrow, I'll have to work hard to fix everything. I made my way to the science lab. Why not swim club? I'd rather go to the swim club first. I really hope whoever's in charge of the science club was where... No. That's not true for sure. Nor more normal than the crazy captain. I like the crazy captain. Just as a dead footpath and an enormous explosion shook the floor. The science lab steel door flew from its hinges, and a fireball erupted from within. Did I just witness a fatal accident? I ran to the science lab, coughing in the thick smoke. Inside, I saw an unconscious girl sprout on the floor. I picked her up in a panic. Hey, are you alright? I knew that would be her. God damn it, I don't like her. She rubbed her face, roughly, somehow miraculously unharmed by the prior fireball.
I guess I have to change the recipe.
You were cooking? Suddenly she noticed that I was holding her and jumped away. She looked at me fearfully. Awkward silence. The girl looked around, still in the daze.
Welcome to the biker club.
Huh. Well, something is not right here. Science, bakery. Bakery, science. Science, bakery, bakery, science. What? That doesn't work like that.
Would you like to try one of the muffins?
No, because they probably would explode. The bakery club. But I thought this was... I looked around. Lab, beakers, check. Chemistry sets, check. Lab coats, check. But I don't see any. There's no doubt about this. Definitely a science lab. There's no way. The girl offered a tray of muffins.
They're quite good.
And explosive! Normally I would not accept food from a complete stranger, especially those who miraculously survived the catastrophic lab accidents. But there was something strange about these muffins. Their exquisite aroma, their fluffy form, the perfectly decorated canned fruit on top, and the bomb inside of it, probably. I couldn't help but take a bite. Holy!
I had to research for days to find out how to replicate the fruit.
And before I realized it, the entire muffin was gone. Oh shit, and there goes my diet. I resisted looking at the tray of more muffins. I wiped the crumbs from my mouth. Kayto Shields, Student Council, from the Student Council. I heard from the president that your club forgot to submit its membership report this year. I looked around the empty lab. Clearly there was nobody else here. Are you the chairperson? She nodded her head yes. Are there any other members? She shook her head no. Is this really the bakery club? Sniffle? What happened to all of the other members? Did you know, blow them out? That would be my guess, that basically they were blown out. Or something.
They graduated.
Oh. But by graduated you mean they graduated from school or graduated from life? Because of some explosion. All of them.
Yes.
So, what's the full story?
It all started in my second year. A group of seniors suddenly came to me and said they needed me for the science club no matter what. All I was interested in was the baking club, but the seniors really insisted that I join the science club instead. They even let me use the metal replicator to make pastries, so long as I helped them with some research from time to time.
So, I'm guessing that these seniors all graduated and now you're the only member. She nodded yes again. You know, if the club doesn't have at least 5 members, it has to be disbanded.
I thought so. I guess I can just use the oven at home instead.
Don't worry, your club's not getting disbanded. In fact, the president told me to get this club back into working order.
Huh?
You only need 4 more members, right? The club recruitment festival's next week. I'm sure you can recruit enough people then. Anyways, I'll be managing your club from now. Let's try our best to recruit more members, alright?
I'm Shikara Ashada. Nice to meet you, Mr. Manager.
My descent into becoming a walking title continued. God damn it. Kayto Shields, why Oh, and be more careful from now. We can't have any more of those explosions.
Understood.
I sincerely did not want any casualties under my watch. It would be bad if someone were to lose an arm or an eye from an explosion like that. Hey. Kayto, remember, I was the one that didn't allow that to happen to Ava. Hehehe, that's right, in different universe. And I got Shigar's ID on my holo. Wait a second, but if she appears, wouldn't that, not this, events, wouldn't there be more stuff? But no, actually, yeah, group, wait a second. There should be some tournament or science exhibition, but it was there. Kendo tournaments. How many Kendo tournaments are here actually? 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I think there's one each month. Okay, looks like I've got a lot on my plate this year, and I'm not done yet. There was just one more club to visit. It was getting late, and I wasn't sure if anyone from the swim club would still be there. I entered the pool. It was dark around. It was creepy. Nope, the lights were out, and the pool wasn't even filled with water yet. Looks like the swim club wasn't here. I'll have to come back tomorrow. Just as I was about to leave, I saw someone at the top of the diving board. What the? She's about to jump off! Oh shit! No! I ran up the diving platform, yelling my lungs out. Wait! It's just the beginning of the term! Things can get better! The girl looked at me blankly, not a trace of motion on her face. Huh? Don't be stupid! It's still too early to throw your life away! Huh? She walked away from the diving board and returned to the platform. She was ghostly pale and showed as much emotion as a stone pillar. Seriously, what was wrong with this girl? Trying to commit suicide on the first day of school? This school has counselors who can help you. There's no need to do something so drastic. She looked at me and tilted her head. Huh? I looked down to the pool. We were so high up that I couldn't even see the floor in the darkness. Just looking down made me dizzy. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you were trying to dive off, thinking the pool was filled with the water? Mm-hmm. And you were so completely lost in your thoughts that you never noticed the pool was empty in the first place. I rubbed my face, shocked at the revelation. Had I arrived just a second later, she would have been a pancake at the bottom of the pool. She still stared at me, completely unfazed by the fact she narrowly escaped appearing on the morning news. Why would you do a thing like that? You know, it's dangerous to use the pool without the lights on. Practice. You wouldn't happen to be the captain of the swim club, would you? She nodded her head. She really looked like another piece of work. With captains like this, no wonder these clubs have trouble. I'm Kayto Shields from the student council. We should talk somewhere else. We got off the diving platform. As I was saying, I'm from the student council. We haven't got membership forms from the swim club for the past year. You wouldn't happen to have them somewhere, would you? She tilted her head. I figured as much. Look, if you're the captain of a club, you have to comply with certain rules. What? You don't even know what a membership form looks like? I opened my holo and opened one of the forms. It's one of these things. She looked at my holo curiously. You've never even seen a holo before? How do you not have a holo? You need to do schoolwork and talk to friends. Do I comment on this? Because, you know, she was always like the silent and lonely type, so yeah, that might be the problem with that second statement. Kayto. But we will become her friend. You mean to say you still write down everything on pen and paper? Yes! That's how it's done! Okay, I used the laptop when it was still alive, but at the same time I was gaming during lectures, so you know. But don't do this. Don't follow my example. I'm stupid, okay? What, you're too poor to afford technology? I scratched my hair in frustration. I thought the Kendo and Science clubs would be challenging, but this was a new difficulty tier of its own. There's no need for you to apologize. It's not your fault you don't have enough money for the follow. I will just get a stack of paper copies from the student council room. Make sure you fill them out, huh? The president told me to manage the swim club until it comes into full compliance with the school's rules. I look forward to working with you. What's your name?
Sola.
No last name? The mystery thickens. I think there should be. Since Sola didn't have a holo, there was no way to contact her except in person. Well, that's kind of good. But on the other hand, bad, but also good and bad. So why Sola doesn't have the second name? I mean last name. Viruvia, right? Continue. That's going to complicate things. By now it was late. It's already after hours. You should head home. We'll take care of this tomorrow. After bidding Hello goodbye, I went home. Hopefully she went home too. So many things happened, and it was only the first day of school. It was obvious that this was going to be a very busy year for me. And by the way, I must say his bedroom is really great. It looks really amazing. So I have a similar desk, to be honest. Well, I mean in terms of being quiet, like, yeah. But, you know, the sad thing, if it just goes here, this is the end of my room, actually. So I guess it would be a bit wider in my point. Maybe, a bit. Who knew that things would turn out this way? Club manager, huh? And all I wanted were just better uniforms. Just what have I gotten myself into? Okay, it's the second day, it became a second day, the second day started, so let's end the episode here. I think I'll keep it that way, at least I will try to keep it that way, so 1 day per episode. But maybe there will be possibility to move things faster at some point, so yeah, maybe we'll be able to do that. We'll see. But for now, let's end this here, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the second day and what this will bring to us. So, hope you enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.